Imagine the sun setting below the horizon as you board a train. Your adventure through Europe is just beginning. As the train hugs the Mediterranean Sea, you look out your window and see people finishing up their day at the beach. Tonight, while the world sleeps, you'll be whisked away to a new city, waking up to the sunrise over landscapes you've only dreamed of. In this video, we're going to talk about European all-night trains or sleeper trains. If you plan on using your eurail pass or interrail pass, or are just going to buy a single ticket at the counter, this video is for you. Join us as we explore the benefits of choosing the night to travel, ensuring your adventures are as enriching as the destinations themselves. We're going to explain why you should be taking all-night sleeper trains. We'll talk about how much time it will save you and how much it might cost. I will also provide answers to the most common questions. Traveling through Europe can be expensive and time-consuming. Why not try traveling by sleeper train? It's the most efficient, comfortable, and fun way to get around. There are many different ways to travel through Europe. There are budget airlines, standard trains, charter buses, and even driving a car. However, none of them offer a truly unique experience or provide you with the most efficient way to travel through Europe. Sleeper trains offer a great way to see the best of Europe while on a tight schedule or even a smaller budget. These trains have more than 45 different routes, and most bring you right into the city center. With comfortable beds and wonderful views of passing landscapes, sleeper trains are the perfect way to travel through Europe. While you can take an airplane from point A to point B, there is nothing quite like the comfort, convenience, and unique experience of taking an all-night train. We did a comparison of flying versus the train, so be sure to check it out. The video does a thorough comparison of total costs by comparing the two modes of transportation. If you're getting value from this video, please consider subscribing to our channel. It helps our channel grow so we can keep making videos like this one. Thanks for supporting our channel. Traveling throughout Europe takes time and effort. It can be expensive and hard on your body if you don't have the proper accommodations. However, sleeper trains provide travelers with both comfort and efficiency. The night journey will dazzle you with the beauty of passing landscapes without any of those annoying layovers or waiting for another train connection. What's a sleeper train like? A sleeper car train transforms your train into a bed and breakfast or hotel, depending on how much you're prepared to pay. When you make a reservation on an overnight train, you'll have the option of upgrading to a couchette or sleeper coach, where you can lie down and sleep in a bed instead of trying to doze off in a seat. Sleepers are not gender specific, so you'll most likely be sharing your compartment with both men and women. So dress appropriately when getting on the train. If you don't want to sleep in your normal clothes, consider bringing pajamas and changing into them in the train bathroom. There's no need to be concerned about your fellow passengers staring at you while you sleep, since your bed will come with a curtain that you may use to separate yourself from them. Random people can't get into your compartment when you're sleeping because the door can be locked. How much does it cost on average? The cost of an overnight train is generally greater than that of a daytime one, especially if you select a sleeper car. If you'd rather try to sleep upright in a seat, expect to pay around the same as for a day train. Many of these trains have free Wi-Fi, which is a bonus if you want to stay in contact with friends on social media or get some work done. Most overnight trains will have a bar or bistro car. There you can grab something to eat or drink while mingling with other travelers. Maybe connect with someone on Tinder and really make your trip memorable. You may also choose a 4-berth compartment, which sleeps 2 people, or a 1-berth compartment, which sleeps 1. Single tickets are considerably more expensive than twins. Not all-night trains even offer singles. If you want your own room on a night train, you'll have to pay for an entire double bed. On certain European trains, you may reserve a couchette instead of a sleeper car. A couchette compartment is comparable to a train's dorm room. This is what most people will reserve on an overnight train. There will be 4 to 6 bunk beds in the compartment, and they'll be much less expensive than sleeping in a sleeper carriage. On top of the train ticket, sleeping in a couchette compartment will most likely cost at least $40, depending on which destination. Believe me, book the couchette and do not sleep upright for 11 hours. You will regret it. I traveled with my buddy John on an all-night train from Amsterdam to Copenhagen. We had a great day in Amsterdam and loved the idea of not having to get a hotel room and just waking up in a new country to start the day. That is the appeal of the overnight train. It was early April on a random Tuesday. We thought that we didn't need the couchette and that the train probably wouldn't be very full. In all honesty, we just didn't want to spend $30 and thought we would be okay, but we were wrong. The train filled up and we slept upright, or tried to sleep for 10 hours. We didn't make that mistake again. Leaving Copenhagen for Geneva, we made sure to book a couchette in advance to enjoy the ride. And yes, we did. To this day, we often talk about the train ride and the interesting people we met along the way. the wine we drank, the guy with the guitar, and lots of hot girls surrounding him. It was a fantastic experience. Getting there is half the fun, and this train ride proved it. Ironically, our next all-night train was from Geneva to Rome. That train ride was a disaster, but I will save that story for another video. Do I have to make reservations? Yes, you need to make reservations. You can't just walk up and ask for a couchette. It's unlikely that you'll be able to secure a seat on an overnight train without a reservation. Even if you're using a eurail pass, you still need to make a reservation. Be sure to check out our video about how to use the eurail and interrail pass. If you know you plan on taking an overnight train, get to the station as soon as you've arrived in a city and buy your onward ticket there. Trains that arrive overnight are surprisingly popular since they allow you to travel where you want without having to spend money on a night's accommodation. Even if you're grateful for a seat rather than a bed on your journey, make a reservation ahead of time. The best thing is that most of these reservations can be made online. The majority of European train companies have their own apps. Quick tip: before leaving your home country, download and create an account. This will save you time in the long run. Planning your trip: this is what I would recommend if you wanted to see a lot of Europe and are short on time. I would highly recommend planning your itinerary around the all-night sleeper train. Many of these main train stations now have facilities designed for convenience. Most have lockers to stow your luggage. Some even have shower facilities, so you can freshen up when you arrive at your destination. Start out in Paris, enjoy the city, and stay a few nights. But then plan on your next destination, but be flexible. Pick a city that offers an overnight train. You might be able to choose from Barcelona, Berlin, or Venice, but the concept is the same. Enjoy the entire day in Paris, then hop on a train and arrive in Venice at sunrise. Spend time in Venice, enjoy what the city has to offer, then figure out other all-night train options. The more flexible you are, the more exciting the trip can be. Maybe go to Munich or perhaps Geneva. Options are unlimited, so pre-plan if possible. An all-night train journey is one of the most enjoyable modes of transportation. It's really a no-brainer, so what are you waiting for? I will leave some relevant info in the description with a sample itinerary and links to eurail and interrail. I highly recommend the night train along the Mediterranean Sea from Spain to France. You leave Barcelona in the early evening and wake up in Nice at sunrise. While in Nice, be sure to hit the beach and relax. If you're interested in learning about clothing-optional beaches, watch this video. They say that getting there is half the fun. Happy travels!